Yeah, it's me, Matt. I'm here in Vegas, always in Vegas. Um, I've decided to do a series of videos on harness racing. I've always been a big fan ever since the early 80s. I started going out to Los Alamitos harness. And I don't know, over the years it seems like harness racing is starting to drop off. And uh, I don't want to say hard times, but it's going in the wrong direction. I just wanted to make some videos, maybe get some people interested in harness racing that really don't know much about it. Maybe they're just into thoroughbred racing. Anyway, I plan on doing some commentary. I'd like to do some book reviews. Some of the books I've read over the years on harness racing. Most of them are out of print. There's not a whole lot of new stuff when it comes to harness racing, which is unfortunate. But I'd like to do that. And then, right now I'm recovering. I retired recently, last year. And then about a month ago I found I had a bad heart, clogged up arteries, something, from smoking years ago. So now I'm recovering from open heart surgery. So I think I'm just going to take this time to just be harness racing. Thing that's cool about harness racing is that a lot of these tracks, they offer free programs. You can just go online and download them. The good stuff, the TrackMaster. I like TrackMaster. And you can use these, and then here in Vegas, I've got my app, local betting sports app. There's only two companies that even offer that for horse racing, and that's Boyd, which is the Gold Coast, Orleans, Suncoast, those casinos. And then you've got Station Casinos, they have their app. But it's the same exact harness racing. They don't offer one track that the other doesn't. In fact, it's the same for every race book you go in Vegas. It's the same menu. Nobody changes anything. It's very frustrating. But I can bet at home. And then with Racetrack Network, $10 a month, I can watch all the harness races. So I don't need to go anywhere to make bets. Just don't get too excited while my heart heals up. It's actually not my heart. It's a bypass type surgery. I'm not a surgeon, but anyway, so I plan on doing that for the next few weeks. Do a lot of harness racing. So I invite your comments. Just to give you a little bit of background about my harness racing experience, I used to go to Los Alamitos almost every harness racing night, and that was back in the 80s. And over time, harness racing started to disappear. I remember they had it at Hollywood Park, which is cool, and then it was just Los Alamitos, and then they tried to have it at Fairplex, Pomona, for a little while, and then it went up to Sacramento, and they still have it to this day. But a lot of the superstar guys left. Some of my favorite drivers, Ross Krogan, Joe Anderson, Rick Keebler. The odd thing about the harness racing is that some of these guys that I remember years ago, I guess they might be the same guy. I remember this guy, it might have been a few years younger than me, Ed Hensley. There's a Hensley that's at Mohawk. I wondered, is that the same guy? And then there's other guys that have the same last name. I know Luke Plano is Rick Plano's son. That's got to be true. But anyway, it's kind of interesting after all this time, because now I have access to tracks, at least past performances, and I get to watch the replays if I want to, but I just can't bet on all these tracks. Which is sad. But it shouldn't be that way in Vegas. There's other places where I guess you can bet on just about any track you want to. They advertise it. Some of these places is just sign up and you can bet on any track you want to. But unfortunately, I'm living in the dinosaur age of betting here in Vegas, at least with horse racing. But anyway, that's my plan. I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of things I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep up with it. I'm going to be putting up videos frequently. I think because I really I like harness racing. I only bet the tracks that they allow me to bet on. That's another thing. You know, at some point I'll probably be throwing up some pics with my handicapping system if I get around to talking about how I handicap rather, which is kind of comprehensive after all these years. It's not really a formula or a set of rules. It really depends upon what track I'm betting at. But anyway, if you like harness racing, remember to subscribe to Teela Books. As I put the videos up, I'll try to put them in a playlist. It'll be the harness playlist. So if you find this, and I've already got 5 or 6 videos, you'll be able to watch them. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. This will be my first video. I think my next video is going to be what tracks I am allowed to bet on here in Vegas, behind the Iron Curtain of harness racing, and which tracks I'd like to bet on and which tracks I really don't care about. But anyway, I'm out of here.